obviously I gotta sit down first, so.
Yeah, make sure everything's in order.
Business.
As usual.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. First episode of the Chew Cast.
This is the Chew Crew Cast. Coming at you live. Although not so live this time. Maybe.
Maybe someday.
Live.
If you're alive, this is live.
If you're alive, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
So let's do introductions. I'm Frank.
I'm Sean.
I'm also Frank.
I'm Jesus.
He jeans us right over there.
Jesus.
No.
And Kabuki Kyle. So now that we got that out of the way, the first big topic that I wanted to talk about was we got a certain game yesterday.
I did get a game yesterday. Well, no, I did.
You got a lot of games yesterday,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
A couple games.
Wait.
A new 3DS.
Yeah, we did. Speaking of new, no, we'll talk about Smash first, and we'll get into that.
A certain game.
So yeah.
Certain game, change topic.
That's how we wrote things
It is.
here.
Run games.
But yeah, Smash came out on Friday, which I'm sure all of you out there already know about and have been playing and probably unlocked all the new characters.
Yeah. It took such a long time.
Yeah. Although I will say, hey, welcome to me. I'm a weeaboo. I got the Japanese copy 2 weeks earlier. This isn't to brag or anything, but I wanted to say that it was interesting to me because at work today, or it was back on Friday, where people were like, oh man, Smash is coming out today, and they were all excited about it. And it got me thinking about the hype had already ended for me. Because my experience was, me and Jesse played it over a weekend after I got it and unlocked all the characters. I had a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
Just because back in high school we would always play Smash a lot.
Yeah.
So that was a really good experience for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It was cool, but on the other hand, I was watching the streams when the Japanese stuff came out, and it's kind of like they unlocked all the characters so quickly. It took less than 24 hours for a run to be unlocked.
Did you say you did it in like an hour and a half?
Yeah, it took me like an hour and a half, probably less than that, honestly.
No, it was about that.
I did dick around a little bit, honestly, but
Who all here has gotten all the characters? Like,
Game and watch.
you're still working on it, Dennis?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you still have Duck Hunt Dog
Okay.
and that.
spoilers, by the way.
Do you got Jigglypuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jigs. Yeah, Jigs is one of the first characters you get if you're doing the
Yeah, if you do
classic. I
yeah.
think.
If you try a classic
I
out
got
at
Falco
least
first.
Oh, really?
once. It might be, like we were talking about, it might just be random. People are trying to assign certain things to it.
I think that if you do, the matches version of it, so if you go through and you're doing different kinds of matches,
Yeah.
or just the regular Smash, but you get them in a specific order. But then again, I don't think we had anybody else do that, so I don't know if we had a good way to test that.
Well, no, because again, I did that for most of it. The first few were kind of random, but it was still ones I was expecting to see in the first few.
Yeah.
And then I did just do the single man smashes to get the rest of them, and it was in the same order you got them in.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I was just kind of going through them willy-nilly. I didn't really pay attention too much to what we were unlocking. I was just like, oh, there's another one. That was another big complaint for me, and I know Kyle had the same complaint, is that there weren't really that many characters to unlock.
Yeah.
It was only one fewer than Brawl, I guess, or it might have been two fewer. It's one or two fewer. Because Brawl had 14.
What was, yeah, you're talking about the new characters, right?
Well, yeah.
Because there's every system up till this one. Another thing was the roster was pretty low before you actually got into playing it. This one had over half already unlocked, and that's the precedent that never had happened before. Brawl, Melee, everything had less than half of the roster, the full roster.
Well, are we
available.
sure about that? Because Brawl did have, I think it said 14 unlockables. So how many characters were there total in Brawl?
Well, I mean,
There was
more than 28.
54 in this one or something crazy.
Is there that many characters?
Yeah.
Let's count them up.
But Sakurai, if you're watching this, hey,
Suck.
I hope the Wii U one. It's gonna be weird because these are all the same characters, right?
It's supposed to be all the same characters.
Yeah. Hey, Sakurai, make it harder on the Wii U version. That's where a lot of us get our money, is in the single player stuff.
Yeah, and that is kind of what I'm holding out for, is that it will be more matches or whatever.
Bring adventure mode
Shoot.
back.
That'd be nice.
Don't torture us with your carpal tunnel, pain.
Yeah.
Right? It's not our fault. Your wrist is hurting. So.
Yeah, don't give us another Smash Run.
Yeah. All of us were kind of meh on Smash Run, right?
Yeah,
Legitimately kind of like Smash Run.
Oh well. Here we go.
There you go. That
this has
guy.
got to be the stand-up.
I legitimately like Smash Run. It's a neat little encounter. It's nothing I've really seen before in a Smash game, because it sort of has the blend for the adventure mode, but it's like 5 minutes of adventure mode.
Yeah, I mean it's well suited for portable, but
That's true. It's definitely a format that would work well on like console. I don't think.
I will say the 5 minutes I like. I love running around that world, beating up random enemies from Nintendo's past, and the weird made up ones they make up, like those little knights or whatever. The problem is, like, when you get to the end, it's so deflating. Like it almost feels like it's building up to something really great. 49 characters?
Yes.
Wow.
And
Oh, wait.
then 50 is the random slot.
Oh, and you did get it?
Yeah, I got everybody.
Oh, but then you had the so it should be 48 characters, because I don't know if they count the
No,
roster.
I technically would count the name.
I would count the me.
I would count the
Then do you count the as 3 characters or 1 character?
One.
One.
It's one slot.
Yeah, it's customizable like the other ones. It does have more customizability, but Palutena has about the same amount of customizability.
Okay.
And
I mean, I haven't messed with the customizability, so I couldn't speak to it one way or the other.
there are 3 types of the me character, but yeah, that is weird. How would you classify that? Because they do play really.
I think
different
last
from each
time I
other.
read, they actually counted them as 3 different characters.
I mean, I think that would make sense, because it is 3 different movesets, and
Then that would beat up the number to 51.
Yeah.
yeah, so not quite 54, but still.
But yeah, Smash Run seems to like build up to nothing. Because you'll.
Oh yeah, 'cause, like, I don't know. I think if the mode was consistent, like the end thing that you did was consistent, or if you could choose what you did, or I don't know. I just feel like it does feel like a cop out somewhat with some of the modes you got there at the end.
I feel like it would have been a lot cooler, and this just came to me, if it just ends with you fighting, like in Brawl, in the adventure mode, you would have levels where you'd fight like Rayquaza or like some
Oh
boss.
yeah, like actual
Yeah,
It
bosses.
would just end with a Nintendo boss fight.
That would be
And
cool.
they could have just copy and pasted the designs
Brawl.
from Brawl.
Brawl boss fights.
Yeah, they don't have any bosses in this except for the Master Hand,
Yeah.
compendium, right?
I think that's accurate, which is disappointing because like they got cheesy after a little while, I guess. But I really did like fighting Rayquaza and
Even the like the new like
Medley and
even the new like Duon and other things like that, which were kind of meh in terms of design, but still they were fun. to
yeah,
fight.
they're neat, and it was a chance to see bigger characters that would never be playable, like Rayquaza
Or Ridley.
potentially Ridley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's too big.
Hey,
Well,
too
now
big.
we gotta think they showed him in that video at E3, but he wasn't in the final roster.
Yeah,
and
so-
he's not a boss character. So what does this mean?
Since we're talking about it, rumor is that Capcom is working on something called Smash 6, which people are speculating.
Capcom?
Not Capcom, sorry, Namco. I'm real up on my
Same
gaming
thing.
news. Same thing. It's Capcom.
Namco cross Capcom cross Sega.
Mega Man's in it. So.
Tatsunoko.
But anyway,
Let's just throw out random.
Namco's working on something called Smash 6, which could potentially be DLC. So, like, what characters would we want to see in DLC? Does anybody spring to mind?
Ice Climbers.
Well, Ice Climbers would be nice.
Hold on.
Ice
I don't
Climbers.
even play Ice Climbers. I was just really disappointed they didn't come back.
I was,
like,
I was.
I don't know why even. Like, I don't have any sort of
This
attachment.
one's-
Oh, did it turn off?
Yeah, it glitched out.
Wait.
And then get the audio.
I probably got some of it, but I've been keeping an eye on it, and the light was off, so it didn't catch everything we've been saying.
Did it run out of
So-
space?
Said card is full, but this is not a full card. So
Let's use a different card.
Yeah, I mean, we have the
Technical
audio.
difficulties, everyone.
We have the audio from the camera.
we do have the video from the audio from the camera, which will be okay. It won't be great.
So really quick, Frank, cut all that out.
Yeah. Hey, when you edit this, Frank, Hey,
Put Ridley like right in front of us, right there. He should like just fill up. It should be like a
But
big
he's too big.
purple pixel.
But he's too big.
So big,
it's
so
just
big.
one
Purple pixel.
one purple
Big
pixel.
purple pixel.
It just
This
comes-
is-
the whole
This is
screen.
Ridley, everybody.
This is Ridley.
all right. Well, we'll go with the camera audio this time.
Cool.
Alright.
No.
Doing it live.
Doing it live.
Doing it live.
So yeah.
Fuck it.
So
Anyway.
DLC wishes, I guess.
Yeah, like what? Like so, obviously people have speculated about Ridley, and there were some. I at least have thought about, you know, the idea of Rayman being part of the
Oh,
cast
yeah,
since he was a trophy in like Ubisoft, I guess. Since I was giving my terrible company names, had sent a new model to Nintendo and stuff, and like there have been rumors about other characters being included. So like.
I mean, it makes sense that they're already working on the next one because Smash is so big.
Yeah.
But do we think they're going to add DLC and other things?
Yeah,
once the Wii U
that's
comes out?
my that's another big question I think is
They-
that like
People have done like ROM dumps of this,
Mhm.
and apparently there's like evidence of like string or text strings, whereas like you can like it's like implies that there's like a store, in-game store or something that just hasn't been patched in yet.
Okay.
Hmm.
Huh.
because like that is actually
Makes sense.
for me anyway that's kind of a big mystery. Like obviously Nintendo's done a lot of DLC with Hyrule Warriors or whatever, and then some
Right.
with Mario Kart. But like I do wonder if it's going to continue to be a trend or if they're going to start something like that with like the 3DS, because we haven't really seen too much DLC for the 3DS as far as I know.
There's been a bit.
Yeah,
There's been a few. They're like Fire Emblem had a
Well,
lot of
that's
DLC.
that's true.
Yeah,
I
well,
hadn't thought about
that's been a while.
Yeah.
And Shin Megami Tensei had some, and Mario
Yeah.
Golf.
Oh, I guess Mario Golf did. Yeah, I like.
I can't think of anything else.
So I guess they've been more practical. They've like implemented more DLC
Yeah.
here recently.
They've been very conservative on 3DS titles, but Wii U titles have had a lot. Mario Kart 8, I already pre-purchased the DLC for Mario Kart 8, and I'm still waiting on that to come out. And then Hyrule Warriors, that's going to be
Yeah.
riddled with DLC.
Yeah, but I also wonder if that was
Ridley
more.
with deals.
That's I approve.
I also
You approve.
I
Good.
also wondered if that was more going to be like a one-off thing because the Dynasty Warriors folks are kind of doing that game, or
I mean, if Mario Kart 8 is anything to say, it's
It
definitely
is.
not one-off. Because, hey, that was revolutionary putting in like Zelda and Animal Crossing characters in
that's
Mario
yeah,
Kart games.
that's pretty cool.
People have been clamoring for that for
Yeah.
ages. This is Nintendo we're talking about. People have always been like, well, why not just do a Super Smash Kart sort of thing?
So kind of skipping the previous question, but like, do we think that the next Mario Kart won't actually be Mario Kart? Will it be like Nintendo Kart or something? I know that's been some
Yeah.
speculation. Is that like
I do wonder.
so
I mean,
like they're putting in the villager and a Link and
I
stuff.
think we'll definitely see those characters come back, but they'll probably still be called Mario Kart.
I guess that
Mhm.
it's
From
got
a
brand
branding-
recognition
Yeah, from a
and stuff
branding
now.
perspective.
Yeah, so I don't know. But how about that new 3DS?
Yeah, the new 3DS. I'll have to say, recently I pick up things from Japan. I've been wanting to pick this one up because we don't even know when it's coming out for America yet. 2015 sometime. Australia is coming out this year. They have the ability to patch in, at least for Europe, like for a European sake. UK could also be put in because PAL, everything is there for Australia to be a PAL system to be even sent to Europe for thing, and they haven't done that yet for whatever reason. So it's kind of odd in that sense. But in terms of just like, I really actually like the design of the console.
Yeah.
The like faceplate swapping. I don't know why. Probably because I'm so into Nintendo that I collect like I gotta have everything. That the most recent commercial that like really hyped up the faceplates really just got me wanting to do like get it just for that. Like it seems really silly, but the faceplates are something that I was really interested in like as a collectible.
Yeah. It seems weird to me that they're basically like dropping the 2DS. It feels like
Well,
like
it never even released in Japan.
really.
2DS, yeah, still hasn't come out over there. And with this, I don't think it ever will.
Yeah, I mean, because like the big reason I guess for the 2DS was to make it so that you could play the games on 3D, right?
Yeah, like
Like-
for kids and
And to
stuff.
be cheap, because it was like really.
Yeah, it was the cheaper experience. I didn't realize that it didn't actually come out in Japan.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, is there like, did they just like never announce it or what?
They never announced it. I don't know why. I don't like. Why not just put it over there?
It was weird too, because Japan in particular had like a huge stigma on like the 3D messing up your eyes. Like they were really,
Yeah,
that was like a big
I remember
concern.
that being a big.
And it just, they never did too. Because I was holding out for the 2DS to get a Japanese release because it's cheaper, and I would like to import one so I can get Japanese region.
Yeah.
Okay,
Titles,
but then
yeah.
the new 3DS is only 150, or we were able to get it for 150.
Yeah. Hey, if you want a new 3DS and you're like have some sort of way of getting stuff from Japan, right now is the time to buy. The Japanese, I don't know, this is kind of a segue, but like Japanese economic situation right now is there's no taxation on importing. Like everything's duty free, and so everything that you buy from there has no tax. For whatever reason, on Amazon, new 3DS was on sale like for 800 yen off, which is $10 right now, and the exchange rate is really favorable for the dollar. So there you
like,
go.
What's going on with that? Like, why do they not have the taxation?
They're currently trying to work out a new agreement so that it allows people to import things more easily, more readily, and during this interim period. Like the way, you know how like when they have things in terms of voting, they have they'll have I don't really know like political terminology, but taxation like reform will only last for so long, and then it cuts out. It's cut off. So there's a time period right now where it's in limbo, where they're trying to get the new thing passed, where it will have a less amount. Because I think sales tax in Japan's like 8% across the country.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. I'm not. That's
Sales
I'm not
tax here
100%
is
sure on
like-
that, but.
Well, sales tax
in Georgia.
changes across the country, but in
Well,
Georgia
right.
it's only
7%.
7%.
Yeah. I mean, so 8%. It could be higher, but it's still not like top notch.
But they're trying to lower it for importing specifically to like make their products more competitive on the world market, especially with China. Like China's introducing lots of competition to Japan right now, and China being a country that's finally kind of getting out of the stigma that a lot of other countries have had with it, and better relationships are starting with it. Japan wants to compete with China now. It's basically what it's all about.
Gotcha. I guess that makes sense. Like, I know you and then some other folks that I've met or know have imported stuff, and I know that it can be tough to do because you have to set up a like temporary address and then actually get it shipped across, you know, the sea, that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. The sea, ocean, whatever. There's 7 of them. That's all I know.
There's 7 seas.
Yep.
The 7 seas.
That's
Just
right.
like the way you said the sea, I wasn't making fun of you or anything.
Yeah.
So speaking of seas, we saw that the other day on the other day, meaning yesterday. Me and Kyle just for whatever reason decided to buy them and spend like $250 each. He bought games. I bought useless faceplates. You decide who's the better judge of like what's actually valuable.
Well,
Probably Kyle.
To be fair, you do already
You
have
already have
some
games, yeah.
some games, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is my first foray into
It's true.
Japanese 3DS game.
So like,
What games did you get?
I got Guild 01, like this
yeah, it's,
Yeah,
level
it's
5
the-
compilation of
the
like,
games came out of
games.
here, but
They
not
did. They were
physically.
digital only. And I'm a strange person. I insist on having plastic cards for games.
Yeah,
I got
same here.
Rocket Slime, Dragon Quest 3.
Is it like Slime Mori Mori or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
the Japanese translation of it. And I can't remember what the other game. Oh, Beyond the Labyrinth. It's like a
Okay. Yeah.
really gorgeous like launch title in Japan. It was a RPG, some amazing graphics.
so that was like a launch title for the 3DS.
Close to launch. It was
Yeah,
maybe in
it's-
its first year or 2.
Yeah.
How much longer has the 3DS been out in Japan versus here?
It came out in like
like
December,
4 or
I think.
5 months.
Yeah, not even that long ago. Right?
Really?
It came out in like November or December the year before. We got it in February.
So yeah, maybe 3 or 4 months.
Oh.
It's
It's been out
3 to
for-
5 months, somewhere in that time range.
It's been out for a year or 2 now. Or more
Well,
than
it
that.
came out in America in 2011, so technically in Japan it was 2010, in November
Wow, so
2010.
4 years, 4 years.
Because it was February 2011, right?
Like,
Yeah,
in
I think
America.
So yeah, because I remember wanting to pick one up around my birthday in April.
It's also really expensive.
Yeah, it was
It was
250.
$250.
back in, but we did
Not
get
for
the
me.
ambassador games out of it. So
I was a spy.
did
You were a spy.
I guess Walmart did that really deuce coupe move where they took the price down a week before the ambassador thing came out. So I got mine for 180 with the ambassador. So
It might be a deuce coupe move, but that's a good business decision on their part.
yeah. Hey, they had to have been paying attention,
Yeah.
which is incredible for Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
nice shop Walmart. Did Japan have the same deal? Like, did they get ambassador games or
I
something?
believe they did.
Yeah, they got ambassador titles.
But they weren't the
in
same group of titles, was it?
I think it was pretty much the same, except for one or two were different. I think.
I don't know.
I guess that was a while ago.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I still
Um,
haven't played all those ambassador games.
Yeah, I haven't
Me
touched like
Mostly because I've already played them all.
Yeah.
most of them. I haven't touched just because, well, they're either feel kind of antiquated. Like I tried, I guess it was the NES Mario Golf or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Was one of
yeah,
them,
the games.
and like I couldn't even figure out what I was doing.
Yeah.
It
Watch
was
out
like
for the blinkers.
Watch out for the blankets.
I couldn't even hit the ball. I was having that much trouble with it
Mm.
with just an A and a B button. It's just like, you know.
Yeah, those NES games are pretty. And the ones they chose Wrecking Crew. Who
Yeah,
gives a
like-
fuck about Wrecking Crew.
Like the GBA choices seem pretty solid. Like we got
Yeah.
Minish Cap and
Fire
Wario
Emblem, WarioWare,
Wario-
Metroid Fusion.
where
Metro
yeah Fusion.
Um,
We got
we got
like
a ton
10 or
of good
something.
ones.
And the GBA ones were all quite solid, but like
Yeah.
the NES ones, we got some good ones. Like we got the original Super Mario Brothers, and we got Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. Zelda 2.
Did we get
I
that?
don't think.
I don't know, maybe
So,
I
no,
got
they put them both out on the eShop now, but
I mean, I can look it up.
I really don't remember,
I've got my-
but we like it did seem like they just picked some pretty random ones
yeah. Like-
for the NES
The-
selection at least.
The NES selection seems like they were like, oh, let's go back, like, for nostalgia's sake, to the really old NES titles. Like, they didn't put Kirby's Adventure on there, which is a 1994 one, and it is an amazing NES title.
did they give us Urban Champion?
No, here's the ones they
That's
gave
a
us.
missed opportunity.
They gave us Metroid, Legend of Zelda, NES Open,
Yeah.
The Adventure of Link, so we did get both.
Oh, okay.
Wrecking Crew, Yoshi,
Oh right, the puzzle game.
Ice Climber, which, like, it's such a dated game. Hey, I love the Ice Climbers, but that game is just
And that game is awful.
Yeah. Balloon Fight, Donkey Kong Jr., and then Super Mario Brothers. Like, half of them are good, and half of them are like,
there's
what the fuck were you thinking?
Why?
But they were all released between 1985 and 1987.
Gotcha.
So,
Must have been like a stylistic choice or something. I don't know.
but, and then the GBA ones, they were all good. So no point, I guess, reading them off. But, in terms of like the new 3DS, are you guys looking forward to come over here to the Americas?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I'm excited about. I know a lot of people are excited about like the C-Nub,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. Like, I'm not gonna hate on the C-Nub, but I'm actually more excited about like the increased specs. I really feel like it was a mistake for them to call it the new 3DS, which, you know,
I mean,
we've talked about before, but the Nintendo's naming policies over the past couple of years have been just crap. With the Wii U,
New
like,
Super Mario U.
Smash 4 is not Smash 4, it's Smash 3DS and Smash Wii U.
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
You
to
can't
me.
figure
It's
out
a joke.
like a colon to
It's
go with
Smash
that.
4.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
literally called Super Smash Brothers 4
4.
3DS.
Yeah.
And because it's the 4th.
But the thing is, I don't think they're that clever. I don't think they realized what they were doing.
No, I don't think so. But it's kind of like Hyrule Warriors Name Not Final. I bet this was a Name Not Final situation, and then people on the internet like found these things, and then Nintendo was like, okay, cool, we don't have to actually do any work.
We don't actually have to do anything.
Well, because when they said that when they said we're still coming up with names or whatever for, I guess Smash, like they showed those logos pretty early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't remember if they showed a Hyrule Warriors logo. Like
They did.
It was literally white text. It
Well,
looked
that's
like
right. It
the
wasn't a
Majora's
logo.
Mask.
It just said.
It looked like the Majora's Mask like title
Oh.
cards where it's like the first day or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just
it was
all
just-
white
it was
text.
just-
White text.
It was a black screen, white text that said Hyrule Warriors name not final.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with that, by the way?
I think they really made a mistake though, because a lot of the boxes for Hyrule Warriors that launched last week, they all have misprints.
Yeah.
There's no name not final underneath the title.
I actually I'm regretting not getting the one from Fry's yesterday. Because that's really rare, and I bet now, because it was the only one left, someone already picked it up. Hey, those people are going to go on eBay and they're just going to scalp those.
Wait, I didn't realize. So that was not a misprint.
Yeah, that was a misprint.
Oh man, I should.
That had name not final on it?
No, it didn't have name not final. So it's
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those are the misprints are the
Oh.
common one.
right.
I
Well,
see
maybe.
what's happening here.
When are they going to fix
Okay.
it?
I don't know.
Um,
This is like a
For
Resident
a
Evil.
second, I thought there were actual misprints, and then I realized we were talking to Sean.
That was about, I was like, misprint. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Sean joke.
I
Yeah.
like
Hey,
how
I
you called
didn't
it
s- I
Sean
didn't
joke,
say
but
it.
it was a Kyle joke.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
hey,
Kyle joke.
Hands
But
up.
it is definitely a Sean joke.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Dennis.
Solidarity.
There you go.
Grown
There
men.
you go.
Check
We
out
are grown
hashtag what's the
That's
hashtag for the week?
Hashtag Draken.
Okay.
Hashtag Draken.
Still
Hey.
gonna finish it.
Either hashtag misprint or hashtag Dragon. Get those trending. Anyway.
Speaking of which, don't give in to peer pressure, kids. Don't
Um,
be Dennis.
I did.
He did, but he turned out all right. See,
What did he
look,
get?
he's got a nice haircut,
Hands up.
and you know he's well shaved, not like me.
Well groomed.
So Dennis actually is probably the representative of the most good-looking person here. He turned out way better than any of us, and he's the one that followed peer pressure. Hey, decide for yourself. Who was the smart one?
Make your own decisions about peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
You don't know.
None
shut
of
up,
us know
Jeanses.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeanses. Anyway, yeah, so we watched
Don't
an
you
interesting-
curse the Jesus.
So we watched
What
an
did we
interesting
watch?
movie yesterday, didn't we?
We did. I have
we?
watched it.
Space Adventure Cobra.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would call that interesting as much as a masterpiece.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, oh dear.
Hey, right now go out Amazon, pick it up. It's on Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's like $8.
$8. There you go.
$5 to $8.
Five,
$5,
eight.
$8.
I thought it was $5.
Not 50.
No, that might
$5,
be
$8.
5. I don't remember.
Yeah, I
It's,
don't
it's
remember.
dirt cheap. Point.
It's dirt cheap.
Discotheque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Shouts
Oh,
out to
right,
Discotheque. But anyway,
What
yeah,
really
it's,
check.
that's if you want to go find Space
Space
Adventure
Adventure Cobra.
Cobra, which by the way I would highly recommend, even though I only saw less than half the movie because I was falling asleep. Not because it was boring, mind you.
because it was like 3 in the morning.
But because
Yeah.
he's Sean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 3 a.m, and I tried. I'm sorry.
I tried.
I'm in
Like,
the
yeah, it was, I don't know, it was really interesting. There were some interesting decisions. I only slept through about 3, 4
Oh, you actually fell asleep?
Yeah, I was just sitting
Yeah,
over
he
there.
did.
I
I
was
saw
like,
him.
I can't stay awake anymore.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
Hey, I will say, the next time we watch a movie that late, it should probably be something like Daimon again. It's just kind of action-packed.
That was a masterpiece of a movie.
Yeah.
Up until like the last 5 minutes.
Kind of.
Even the last 5 minutes, that was a masterpiece of its own right. It's just some
That's
sort of
that's
separate
true. It was
thing.
just kind of, it just felt really different. Like
But
you said, the second movie was like the
it
same.
just steps everything up. Yeah.
The same thing.
Hey, Daimon, we're kind of getting off track of Cobra, but Daimon, it's a really good kaiju movie. Never talked about. No, don't know why. It's a film that should be studied. But all 3 Daimon were made in the same year, and they're all the same
Really?
plot.
Like were
Really?
they all filmed simultaneously? 'Cause that would be amazing.
I don't think they were filmed. I don't know the history of it, but on the back of the book, it shows I don't remember the year for every single one of them.
Huh.
It was like 1960 something.
Yeah, 1967, I think. I don't remember, but
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I got 2 more.
this was really well done. Anyway, Space Adventure Cobra is the current event today.
The current event today.
Current event
Last
this
night.
morning.
The yesterday's current event.
Yeah, we read Kyle actually picked up another piece of the series. We read the back of the box, and it sounded like the most amazing
Yeah.
premise ever. You weren't up for that, were you?
No.
Now, basically the back of the box is like, there's this guy living in present times, and he starts dreaming about being a space pirate.
Yeah.
Like being, Cobra.
Okay.
But it turns out that it's not actually dreams. He's just reliving his past. And like,
Wait, what?
yeah,
Yeah.
like that is what the description on the back of the box is. And
He's dreaming of.
he's
He's living in the future.
Are we running out of battery?
I don't think so, but maybe.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Should we just call it like soon? I guess.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
our first podcast.
The first cast of pods.
Hey, just because we have technical difficulties doesn't mean we're difficult technically. All right. So
Technical
check us out next.
difficulties.
Yeah, check us out next week
Technical
or whatever.
difficulties.
We'll put these out.
Yeah.
So check in with us for all the latest and greatest and everything you want us to talk about. So
Yeah. If you
Please
got,
leave suggestions at the
Yeah,
bottom of the video.
if you got any suggestions for stuff we could talk about later,
email.
talk about the.
What, do we have an email yet?
Do we-
Uh,
no.
We'll have an email. We'll put the email in the description.
Do we have a
Yeah.
PO box?
Emails in the description.
We
PO
don't
box
have-
soon
yeah.
to come.
Soon
Because
to come.
I know you guys are waiting to show
Yeah, send us stuff.
Send us stuff. So
Send
anyway,
us all the things.
your king declares that you may go. And anything else before you guys go?
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope, we're
That's
good.
a wrap.